What is shaking, everybody? Shane here, and welcome to another monthly Q&A. Hopefully this video doesn't look like hot garbage. My actual camera is broken, so using my phone. Also, it's going to be a light Q&A because I only got 4 questions. Need more questions, people. But anyway, as always, I asked friends, family, clients, etc. for questions that they want answered. They don't necessarily have to be health and fitness related, but they all are today. So, let's just jump in. Question number 1. What is your favorite/least favorite exercise or movement? So for me, personally, my absolute favorite movement is the deadlift. It is one where I feel like it's a good test of strength. It shows, that you have skill, you have strength, you have ability. It's a lift that you can't fake for very long. Either you can lift it or you can't. And if your form is trash, it will be obvious. As for least favorite exercise and movement, I'm not a fan of running. I don't like to run, but I'll do it. I just don't like to. Oh, that's that. Question number 2. How do you stay motivated to work out? So for me personally, the results are my motivator. Knowing that I will feel better after a workout, knowing that if I slip off of the program or whatever it is, that I'm not going to see the results that I want. But I'll be perfectly honest, when I do go into my lifting sessions, more often than not, I'm not like fired up or motivated to do it. I just know that once I do it, I will feel better. And I think that's more important than being fired up and motivated to do it, is have a why, have a reason to be doing it. And more so, have something that you're following, have a program that you are following. Because if you're just exercising willy-nilly, it's very easy to be like, I don't want to do that today. But where if you have a program, and you know that if you follow this program for X amount of time, that this is going to be a result, you're more likely to follow it and stick to it instead of just being like, screw it. So, how do I stay motivated? Programming, and just knowing that I'm going to feel better, and knowing that I have an end result, I have a why, and I want to reach that. Alright, question number 3. What is your favorite/least favorite thing about being a trainer? So my favorite thing about being a trainer is obviously the impact you can have on people's lives. For me, I work with a lot of people who are post-rehab or post-injury, and taking somebody who was possibly told that they would never be able to do anything again. So like, I had a client who was told he would never be able to squat after he basically destroyed his ankle, and we got him squatting. I had another client who at one point in her life was paralyzed, and when she came to me, she was able to walk, but told she would never be able to do running and things like that. And we got her to a point where she could do those things, where she could do weighted movements, even though she was told she'd never be able to, where the doctors actually gave her approval to increase her weights beyond what they said she would ever be able to do. So stuff like that makes it absolutely worth it to me. Those are the things that fire me up and make me want to keep working with people. The flip side, what I don't like about being a trainer, is that if somebody doesn't follow their program, doesn't follow the nutritional guidance that you give them, half-asses their way through their sessions, if they don't get results, somehow it's still your fault. And this is not everyone, but you'll get those clients who, they go to the gym just to say that they're going to the gym, or they hire a trainer because to them you're just somebody who counts, and they won't follow the programs. And when they don't get the results, instead of seeing that they did not put their all into a program, They just say that you failed them, and that's one that gets very frustrating and upsetting to me, because I have had people tell me, like, it's not like your job is hard, but it is. I'm not saying it's the hardest job out there. I know it's not, but I put a lot of time and thought into my clients' programs, and especially if they come in and they come in and they say they have their why, they have their result, they have what they want, they know what it is, and you lay out the plan to get them to that end result, and they just throw that plan out the window because they don't feel like doing it, and then say it's your fault that they don't reach it. It's upsetting. But I get far more clients who chase the why and chase the result than the clients who are like, you're just here to count my numbers. So they make it absolutely worth it. All right, last and final question. Trying to incorporate more core strengthening movements into my workout. Do you have any you would suggest that don't involve weight? Okay. So first things first, core is not just your abs. Your core is from your hips to the base of your cervical spine. Most people, when they say core, they just mean right here. This is all they want to work. So as far as core movements that I would suggest, most people focus on crunchy movements. You see people doing lots of sit-ups and bicycles and just a lot of this. And while, yes, you feel it and your abs burn while you're doing it, you're not necessarily strengthening your core as much as you think you are. And a lot of times people are using their hip flexors and momentum and their back. So I actually suggest for a lot of my people it's more core stabilizing exercises. So things like planks and V-holds and stuff like that. And I will actually demonstrate some of those for you here. But also not neglecting strengthening your mid-back, strengthening your hips, strengthening your glutes. All those things are going to make the core stronger, and they are going to make it so that you alleviate things like back pain. And yeah, those are my recommendations. So I will show you a few of those core exercises, and then yeah, I guess that's it for this week. Chest tall, shoulders back, grab the back of the legs, lean back, and here. Want to make it harder? Straighten those legs out, lift them as high as you can. Shoulder right over the elbow. Body nice and flat, all nice, one line, nice line. Can also add in a hip drop. Or do a body saw. Bring it forward and back. Any sort of side plank variation. Bring it up. You can pulse it if you're not ready for a hold. And those are just a few of the options. If you like this video, please do me a favor, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you have any questions, they do not need to be health and fitness. I would love some fun questions, video games, comic books, cartoons, I don't care. Throw some questions at me, and I will very gladly answer them. Hopefully, I think the next one will be Halloween. I'll even do it in costume. Woohoo! Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time.